Yeah, I'm getting ever closer to that hiatus if I actually do take it. So yeah. What I'm probably going to do after it, or just before it, I was thinking of just making videos to showcase my newest ROM hack, Infinity Edge, or maybe make some videos if I can successfully do some griefing to take some stuff from people's factions. I know their territory is theirs, but if I could successfully launch TNT into their territory and blow up some of their stuff, I'd aim it at the things like iron blocks, and so if I could actually get some footage of that, I'll upload it too. I'll probably get some footage of me playing my Infinity Edge levels, that being my newest hack. Because, yeah, honestly, that should be showing off. And also, I've re-updated Way of the M to a Delta version, because apparently the Gamma version also had that bug where you stop playing past the third world because the path doesn't work. Well, I did see some guy play Way of the M Gamma on YouTube, and he did make it to World 4, so I wonder what happened. Maybe the guy who told me about Way of the M Gamma was actually the beta version that he had instead, and yeah, the beta version of Way of the M, the second version of that ROM hack, had a bug that prevented you from continuing on playing the game. You couldn't get past the third world. The path to move up to the pipe that would lead you to World 4 just never opened up. It literally was impossible. I'm kind of hoping that the Delta version had truly taken care of it. I'm assuming it did. Well, the Gamma version was fine from what I saw. I even playtested it, the thing. Even got every exit in it, but I'm gonna probably even try and do it again, but with the slightly newer version, which I did make a few changes just to make things a bit easier, where I really felt they were just insane. So with the Delta version, I'm just going to maybe do a whole walkthrough of that. I don't think I'll be getting every Dragon Coin in every level, but I'll try and go for every exit if I ever get to a Delta walkthrough. And there's still this whole strategic alliance with Anybody Agrees that I really haven't gotten to you lately, but apparently that may be coming up soon enough. And if I don't take a hiatus after this ROM hack and the next, it'll probably be because, well, we have started up a strategic alliance, and I'd like to see how that goes. But now let's actually play One Island of Vanilla Feeling by Neidave, which is the second request I got. It's the 59th ROM hack I've Let's Played, and the one coming after it, I just can't wait to see how bad it really is. But this one is not bad. In fact, it's pretty cool. Except things look a bit strange with the landmass, but hey. Okay, good thing it didn't go in that pipe. Apparently this is just a collection of some partly quite old vanilla style levels made for team hacks. So this is a compilation of Neidave's work, which went into, well, various collab hacks. The following levels are originally from JDC Games Collab 2. Rest in peace since JDC left. Dark Side of the Kingdom. Oh, that C3 demo where bugs just ate it for breakfast. And Paper Mario Story, which I have never heard of. Alright, Icy Skies. Now how do I get... I think... Okay, that's a little strange, I admit. I've never seen a purple triangle be redrawn as that. I've never seen a purple triangle drawn like that, but I was kind of assuming that it had to be done that way, because, well, honestly, I don't think there was any way you could have gotten up there without just running up the wall, or shell jumping, but I don't even think we had a shell there, so yeah. Yeah, I think you know where I'm getting at here. Yeah, here's something nice, and where am I gonna land? Oh, no midpoint, really? Oh, that's just a Dragon Coin that I don't need, so let's leave it. Okay, the mushrooms are blue, but I don't care. As long as they do the same thing as regular mushrooms, I won't be complaining. Because they're mushrooms, and they will always be good mushrooms. Especially if you're playing something as hardcore as Luigi's Adventure or Luigi's Adventure 3. Then the mushrooms will be even more of a necessity. Especially if you get in the post-game of those ROM hacks. Yeah. Except, it's sort of a relief to get onto easier territory rather than just playing all these Anakiti levels. Especially the post-game ones where they truly were the hardest. They truly were some of the hardest levels I've played in a long while. Like, it was ridiculous. Especially Charge Force and Air Star Flight. Come on, that was just insane. This is a lot more reasonable in terms of difficulty, but a hell of a whole lot is going on in terms of decoration and just landmass with this ground. Like, it's pretty crazy as to how this landmass is formed. It seems unnatural, but it's not bad. It's just a little strange how your landmass is formed. The level isn't too bad. Then we get to... Caution, gold may be tempting. Take care not to touch everything that looks like it at first. This is weird. Wait a minute. Is this some sort of level that's trying to teach you that greed isn't good? Is there some moral implication from this level? Maybe. Maybe they're trying to teach you that greed is bad. It is bad! Yep. Why did I touch the gold in the first place? I don't even know. I guess they're trying to teach you that greed's bad. Of course it is. You seen what it's done to, well... Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I've already seen what greed has done to many people. Look at the whole YouTube situation we got going on now. It's terrible. That's kind of why I'm taking the hiatus in the first place. I did not know that was down there. The whole issue of greed is kind of why I'm just tempted to just stop making Let's Plays for a while. I just had so much of this bullshit to deal with. I've seen it all. From some of the most brainwashed, dependent people who are pretty much being controlled like frickin' drones by their so-called gods. I've seen just people just abusing the system, cheating the everlasting fuck out of it, to the nadir of gaming. I think I've literally seen like almost everything. To people being silenced from trying to fight against what's wrong and trying to just believe what's right. For speaking the truth, they get silenced, they get their accounts terminated. I think I've really seen all of it. It's been a pretty... I don't think it's been a good run. It's been a pretty long run. But I feel like I should probably say my fuck you YouTube before I take the hiatus. Except I haven't quite figured out how to do it yet. And I don't even know where to go. I'd like to figure out how to beat this level, because, well... That's one thing I was asked to do as part of the request, which I shall fulfill, because I'm a nice guy, even though being nice doesn't get you anywhere, really, these days. Even though it's more about selling your soul than being nice, unfortunately, but still. Yeah, apparently it seems like all you need to really do to be good and famous on YouTube, good in the eyes of young children, is to embody the typical stereotypes that pretty much every other YouTuber embodies. Relinquish all your willingness to actually be good at whatever you're doing. Sell your soul, and give up 2/3 of your brain cells, maybe even more. And voila, you're a YouTube partner who makes millions. I don't know about millions, but your YouTube partner makes thousands. Yeah, it's just go show you what happens these days. I'm freaking sick of it, honestly. I just have to deal with so much of it that I just can't imagine continuing. If this is just gonna continue on, or maybe even get worse... Oh god. Can it get worse? Actually, it probably can. I hope I didn't just jinx it there. And now what? Okay, that's cool. I admit, that is cool. That's awesome. Even though it's very simple to do. Still, just wow. I'm not sure where to go. This level's a little too labyrinth-like for my taste, but I guess I've just become the really hasty kind of person who detests labyrinths and secret exit. Sundown Heaven. Which is also known as Heaven Beside You from the Dark Side of the Kingdom collab I played quite a while ago. Remember those frickin' clouds? Those happy clouds that just chase you down like boos, or anti-boos, cause you're looking away from them and they're coming after you. When you look at them... Oh, I think they are normal boos. Yeah, the anti-boos, like, they're scared of when you're looking at them. But the regular boo... Actually, oh, it's the anti-boos that while you're looking at it, it goes after you. If you're facing away from it, it doesn't. A normal boo, he'll be scared when you're looking at him, but he'll chase you when you're not looking at him. I actually mixed that up quite a few times. I'm sorry, but hey. And that's a Boo Buddy ring. Not a big fan of these, because apparently you need the right sprite number, or sprite header number, or whatever it is called, or you just get sprite memory error, and I'm not a big fan of waiting just to jump through the ring unless I want to do something Kaizo style, with a low chance of succeeding, unless I save scum. But I'm not that kind of guy anymore, honest to God. That was years ago. But unfortunately, there's just a bunch of people who still save scum. Seamus! If he saves scum as much anymore, but still. He's one of those guys I'm talking about that doesn't talk so much about the game in question, but it's more about his life and just, yeah. Now I'm waiting to get by this freaking cloud. Honestly, when I watch Raocav Let's Play ROM Hack, most of it is talking about, well, a bunch of it is about the game itself, like whether it's too hard, too easy, or where things just really messed up because Raocav swears in English. But for Seamus, it's mostly him talking about his life, and the people in the comments really do not talk much about the game at all. I'm probably one of the few who has, pointing out the whole difference between spin jumping and how all that works in Star Island Adventure. Remember, Luigi can't spin jump for some reason, and his fireballs shoot straight horizontally instead of, well, the way they normally shoot. Not like anyone paid attention to it, because, well, it's not like the game has much attention paid to it. It's mostly about Seamus and just making money, but I don't hate you, Seamus. I just find you may have been, like, you may just be embodying the typical stereotypes that every other quote-unquote gamer these days has embodied. PewDiePie's videos are almost all the same. And Smosh apparently started up a gaming channel, even though they're not true gamers. They just figured, gaming is popular, we're gonna do it because it's more money. And oh, Justine, or some people like to call her I-Whore, she started up a gaming channel even though she's not a true gamer, and she's obviously doing it just for the money. And apparently her Portal 2 Let's Play was hailed as one of the worst Let's Plays ever. And now Vanillin Castle. So yeah. And then there's What the Buck, some high-pitched jackass who somehow has 1 million subscribers who's just using fake thumbnails to talk about celebrities and things like that. And he started up a gaming channel with not much success. Yeah, he's crashing. And he probably started up the gaming channel just so he could get in more views and money, because honestly, gaming is popular these days. But I'm not doing it. Well, I'd like to be popular, but I'm not doing it just for the money. I haven't sold my soul. I'm doing this because I was doing this because I enjoyed it, but I'm not enjoying it anymore because of how easy it is for some people to just slither by without actually having to use any skill at all. I mean, I've seen quite a bunch of people here. Honestly, I have to say something. There's a bunch of people out here who are actually skilled at the games they play, me being one of them, but there's people out there who are even better than me, and I really am just pissed off that you can't even get a fraction of the people's success. You can't even get a fraction of the success that people have gotten by embodying the typical stereotypes that every other gamer these days has, and having sold 2/3 of your brain cells and your soul to Google. And just thinking quantity over quality. Except it's not as bad as Action 52, I can assume, because, yeah, Action 52 was a fucking terrible game. I played it, I experienced it, it sucked. And, oh, boss door. I may not want to end it so soon, because, well, custom boss. Oh, of course. Except this custom, I don't even know. Now I'm just nervous that it's a frickin' custom boss. Wait a minute. I know this custom boss. I think it's the... This is gonna take a few tries because the spiny boss. This is... if I can talk, this is the spiny boss from... Why did you put no mid? That's the spiny boss from Super Mario Central Production 1 from the first castle. Apparently, if I don't beat it, then I suck. According to Mr. D-Pay from some long time ago. Now let's just get back to that frickin' boss, and hopefully beat it, because I haven't fought that frickin' boss in a long time. And yes, SMW CP1 is still one of the most fucked up difficulty curves I've ever seen. I admire what they did, but still, holy shit. But ASMT is still much worse in terms of difficulty curve and just obnoxious difficulty traps, or whatever you would call it. Now let's just get back to that frickin' boss. I guess I'm gonna save state at the door and try and beat the boss legitly. I know I can do the rest of the level. It's just the boss is where I need to practice. I still want to have that adrenaline rush. You know that feeling when you've almost beaten the level? You're fighting a really hard boss. You just want to continue kicking the boss's ass. I don't want that feeling to go away. Sorry, Neidave. But it's a freaking hard boss. It's from the first SMW CP. Why the boss is in World 1? I don't know. Considering the rest of that level was easy too. Yeah, I know. Not the best... SMWCP isn't the best ROM hack to go take bosses from, considering that had a really obnoxious difficulty curve. Oh, I think I know how to dodge the flames now. Okay, maybe I'll be able to do this once I get the hang of it. Except I can't get the hang of it. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to hit the boss. I don't know how many fireballs it shoots at a time. Yeah, it shoots so many at a time. How can you possibly dodge all of them? I don't freaking know. Move already. And of course, unpredictable bosses too. Not just really strong homing attacks. They're also unpredictable. Cause just, those strong attacks just aren't enough for a freaking boss like this. I never really liked SMWCP much, and this is just one of those reasons. More so, difficulty curve. Football Canyon, Cave of Lost Pride, and Zephyr Manor. Oh, fucking god, Zephyr Manor. Fucking hated that level. At least the author knows what he did was wrong. But still, come on. And yeah, one of the things that probably would encourage me to return is SMWCP2's actual release. Why development has slowed down to such a crawl? Yeah. Music glitches, but I don't care. I'm just trying to freaking kill a boss. It's like OP. If I'm using the correct terminology there. I'm trying to kill a freaking OP boss with no power-ups to help me. Thank God. I don't want to do the rest of the level, just the freaking boss. Thanks for playing. No problem. Now, do I dare continue the rest of the... I had to go find the frickin' secret exit in Dark Shrooms. The frickin' labyrinth-like level. But since I did save state at the frickin' boss door, I'm feeling nice enough to actually go and continue this. Oh, let's just go. Might as well just milk the game, play the game for what it's worth. Unlike most people these days. Okay, now how am I supposed to make this jump? Wait a minute. Oh! How am I supposed to make that? Oh, I got it. This is very unorthodox. That is a very tricky jump, my Neidave, good sir. That is just unnecessary. Like, I don't think people should have to just think of it. Okay, they should have to think of it. I guess that's some sort of puzzle logic you got going on there, yeah. But still, it's pretty damn obscure since you normally use a key for the secret exit. But at least I figured it out. Oh, come on! I probably just wasn't even focusing about the shell. I was too busy thinking about how obscure getting past that little part there was. And yeah, the shell respawns because I didn't spin jump on it. I know how to do that. And the ending is actually fairly close to the exit, unfortunately. What the fuck is that up there for? I'll just finish the level. Now it's Fun Forest! Yeah, again with running up a frickin' slope that doesn't look anything like a purple triangle. Okay, so what music track is this? I may actually want to use it in the ROM hack in the future. I may have actually heard this music track before. Oh, I did hear Endless Station from THY's Blue Flamingo. Yeah, that's where I heard this music track. Now it's familiar. Wait, I think you may have actually... No, don't kill me! I'm trying to actually show, like, how Neidave may have fucked this up. I'm trying to, like, figure out if he may have just screwed this up. Yup. I think he used Dirtile 1FO instead of Dirtile 2.5. It's a common mistake people make. Hosaka did it in his Talk House Good Level 2 Contest 3. Koba Beach also did it. You've done it! Mario Bros 980, formerly known as Brazilian Comic, was going to do it in Vanilla Cross until he cancelled it. Yeah, it's a fairly common mistake even more experienced people make. I sort of made a similar mistake in Dracula Blocks Out the Sun, though Cypher never noticed it, because, well, he didn't get that part in the hack. But yeah, I made a similar mistake, actually. Where you're using the wrong dirt tile instead of, like, 3F. Actually, it's 3F. 2-5 is just a completely blank tile, and whenever I make a non-solid tile, I just have it act as 2-5, just to be safe. 3F would work too, but I just picked 2-5, because, yeah, it's a simpler number to remember, I guess. Yeah, when your dirt tiles act like 1FO, sprites are gonna float on them, and honestly, that just defies common logic. Yeah, I think I've had an understanding of real-life logic after having been on the planet for 18 years, and oh, here you can farm lives, but in a ROM hack that's easy enough. Do you really think I'm gonna need to farm lives? Of course not. That's the kind of stuff I say for Anakiti hacks, or if I were playing my own way of the M, then... Okay, so you have a puzzle here. Whoa! Chuck's floating on the tiles, because, yeah, you used the wrong dirt tiles. In fact, this problem is pretty much consistent throughout the whole level. Instead of using dirt tile 3F, you use 1F0. Which means sprites are gonna float on those dirt tiles. Which defies logic, as I may have said. Pretty much every sprite's gonna float on those dirt tiles, defying common logic, and that was easy enough to get around. Yup. That's a 1F0 tile. Oh god, now how do I get up here? I'm gonna shell jump this, honestly. I think I could just shell jump it. I just need to stand 2 blocks away from the wall, and... Oh, that didn't work. I couldn't shell jump up there. Maybe I have to go in that warp pipe. Or... I don't know what's going on here. Or maybe we have to wait for the Rex to turn around. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and shell jump up this, and hopefully it works. I swear, I was able to shell jump for it if I was standing 2 blocks, if there was 2 blocks in between the wall and myself. I swear, shell jumping would actually work that way. Maybe I just got the timing wrong because I haven't done this in a long time, the shell jump. I seriously hope you don't actually have to shell jump to actually do that part of the level. There's probably just some puzzle element I'm missing, but not being a fan of puzzles, yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. And I guess that I'll just bullet jump up here. Okay, there's a silver... Okay, now things are getting really labyrinth-like. Okay, now this is getting... Really? Oh, no. Okay, so now I can go up here. What did that do? Okay, that put me here. Yep. Okay, I'm getting confused again. It's turning into another freaking maze-like thing. Some of these levels are honestly really labyrinth-like and puzzly. It's not bad, I'm just not a fan of puzzles. I just got some sort of unexplainable hatred towards puzzles, and I'm too freaking weirded out to continue this level. I don't feel like it. Yeah, I liked this. It didn't have the flaw Insert Coin had. There were respectable amount of... The levels didn't have midpoints, but they weren't too long. It wasn't Insert Coin long. It wasn't like 6 minutes of gameplay, you die, you go all the way back. We're not having that again. Some of the levels were trickier. Hell, you even had that spiny boss from SMW CP1. That boss sort of pissed me off when I was playing the game for the first time without save states, and pissed me off again. So what do you know? As for rating, I'm guessing this may be better than Insert Coin, because it doesn't drag its level on too long without midpoints, but maybe worse, because I guess I just like the look and feel of Insert Coin a bit better. But still, this isn't bad at all. Keep doing what you're doing, because honestly, it's going the right way. You are going the correct direction, Neidave. Except for rating, I really don't know what to give this as one. Let me think for a minute. This is honestly not too bad. 75%, I guess. Some of your aesthetics look pretty weird. Like, I don't think in real life nature that land masses will form the way they did in things like Heaven Beside You, now known as Sundown Heaven, or Icy Skies. I don't think land mass is gonna form like that. Though it's not bad, it's just strange to look at. It's like, I wonder if I actually use this comparison Salvador Dali's artwork. It's very weird, but it's still art. Yeah, one of the pictures I seen was like that freaking dead bird made from sponge laying down. Like, why else is it laying down? Maybe it's sleeping. I don't freaking know. It's in a desert, nice blue sky. Like, you wouldn't really find in the desert. Huge dead bird made of sponge with a bunch of holes cut into it, laying on its side. A bunch of other random stuff in the background. Yeah, Salvador Dali was some sort of surrealist artist, I guess. His artwork never made much sense, but it was still artwork. I have a feeling you may be a bit like him. Scheiser too, or Scheider, however you say his name. This may be a bit like Salvador Dali's artwork, which isn't bad, it's just weird. But it's still art! I believe I gave the rating already. And yeah, some of these levels are a little too labyrinth-like for my taste, but I'm assuming that most people wouldn't complain about this because they're perfectly fine with just things. Me, not so much with labyrinths anymore. I want to just have a straightforward path. That's just more like my style, especially since Anakidi's Fortress of Valley and his second Marika Mansion came along. Really, that also killed my interest for friggin' puzzles. The concept of just sitting down and thinking, just to try and move through like a section that normally you would just take brute force instead of brains, just doesn't register with me, especially when there's a whole bunch of annoying enemies in the way, like that fish and boo in Fortress of Valley. Those giant green gas balls that slow you down, like really. The concept just does not want to register in my head. So honestly, you didn't really screw up, it's just, some things is just personal preferences, but hey. End this here after, whoa, 26 minutes and 30 seconds.